Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome back. Tonight we are supposed to be playing games with friends. I don't know where friends are. So we might be playing Path of Exile. Not really sure yet. So we'll give it a few moments. Maybe we'll search Reddit, PoE Reddit. Always a great time on there. PoE 2. I saw this earlier. Gain 2 sacred water when you take damage from an enemy hit, and it costs 600 sacred water. You gotta get hit 300 times to pay that off. You think you'd win Trial of Sekhmet if you got hit 300 times? My Divine Orb looks kind of funny. So I sold all my stuff and bought 4 unidentified voices for some end of league gamba. Two. Big money. Big money. Those are like 8 mirrors. Buy more voices in Gamba again. Double nothing. 8 mirrors. That's ridiculous. Isn't a mirror like 5,000 divines or something like that? Mage Blood mess up. Whoever got my uncorrupted gold granite double quicksilver for 500 exalt, congratulations, I guess. I have never made this mistake. I've never posted something like that high either, but I've never made that mistake of posting something with the wrong currency. Intimidated by all the endgame lingo. Yeah, I mean, it's Path of Exile, so. Jado is the best master, and it's all because of partial translations node. Yeah, it's a good node. It's an Xbox player, or a PlayStation player. Anyone else concerned that most top tier build trees just look like a variation of this? I mean, it's because of all the jewels, right? That's literally like where all the jewel sockets are. $12 more jewel sockets on the trees you removed exactly because of this. Yeah. I mean, this is a big season for jewels. That's just how seasons go. You're gonna have seasons that look way, way different when they add different mechanics. I think before it was like life stackers and stuff like that. Like, it's just how it goes. Picked this up off the floor and slammed exalts. This is what it hit. 2100 armor on a shield. With cold. Total cost was, I mean, you put 5 divine in it. Spent the whole league crafting on shields and never got close to this much armor. As a shield wall player this league, this is beyond sick. Honestly worth using Heinekora on it. Oh yeah, it's got the third. Oh, some people have all the luck. This guy just took all the luck for every player. I'm expecting the I'm happy for you meme. That little boy who's like pissed off like I'm happy for you. Crazy, I priced them earlier because I'm sick of farming and they're like 400 div a piece. Nope, we're 559 div a couple hours ago. Some people die of thirst while others drown. I'm not seeing a single Sacred Reservoir map after the quest one, and I have like 500 hours played this league. Oh, maybe that's what my last Jado quest is the... Yeah, it could be. There it is. Congrats. Happy for you. Nice. What's up, bud Diddy? Immortal mobs on Expedition. Yeah, everyone's having a problem with that. That's what happens when you do the oath ones. What the fuck is this? I don't know what this part is. There goes my older saga on a 3x perfect chaos remnant, no less. Yeah, another one. That sucks. Another unkillable. What is this guy running? Maybe Vishanti or whatever. Think I finally won. Bugged node. I think if he completes these two, he'll be fine. One of these two. It's probably what everyone else is saying. Complete the surrounding maps. Did you complete the adjacent maps already? Yeah. The thing is, some of these have, I did the only required nodes to unlock the anomaly node, but the 4 nodes adjacent to it. What concerns me is there are no dots connecting to the center node from any of those. Yeah. So the thing is, there is a bug where it doesn't show you that, like, the smoke thing is, like, flowing into these. So some of the, I bet if he does these two, or, like, one of these two, it'll probably work for him. Could be wrong. 3 Alders Saga and Alders Legacy on a single expedition and 1 Invincible Rare. I mean, still, that's only bad if you didn't get to do all 3 of those. Like, if it was in the last thing or something, like, bro, get out of here. You made like 100 divs. Depending on which ones you got. Like, if you got the Alders Legacy first, that's like 250 div. You could have got as much as like almost 300 div and couldn't do one of them. But if you couldn't do any of them, then that sucks. What build is this? Is that Russian or something? Anytime now. One mirror for 1 exalt. Seems like a fair trade. It's only 1 to 65,000. I have like 1/32 of a mirror in exalts. Oh dear. Got a Mage Blood and a Headhunters. I mean, everything looks frozen when you take a screenshot. This person's run that same build or whatever. Quality of life upgrades. What would you add for a quality of life improvement? Invulnerable Grand Expedition mob on all 6 rune map. Been there, brother. What quality of life upgrades would you add to PoE 2? Atlas nodes I've completed disappear. Not having skills locked by a tier 14 gems. Pricing entire tab on Ange. What does that mean? A good search function on Atlas. A ritual button to defer all deferred items. More zoom out on Atlas. My actual quality of life for that would be for them to scrap the whole thing. I really dislike it. Well, you know, let's talk about small things. And we can get into your contempt for other things after that. Multiple passive tree setup per character. Sometimes when I want to test things, I have to respec and spec again. It just takes way too long to test some gears or gem setup. Yes, we need something like the armory system in Diablo 4. Removing unnecessary click. Separate Ange merchant tab and exchange tab. skills tab allowing to move skills with support. Rework map device button to be less annoying with map portal. Armory is a good idea. But honestly, people rarely go back to a build they played before. Fix the auction house. Add graphics filter to reduce visual clutter, especially with party. Direct TP to the league areas rather than opening portals, loading screen, and walking. Or just let us get the tools in our hideouts. Kind of frustrating to cash in breach wound gifts or to anoint items. I see what they're saying. I just want a pouch to put my currency in for mapping. The problem with this is, like, they spent so much time on those areas. Like, you don't create an area with a quest and everything, just, like, put everything in your hideout and say, like, fuck off, don't have to do it again. I guess you could. There are some mechanics you can argue that they do that, but imagine, like, spending hours and hours and days and weeks, like, creating that environment in that area for that quest setup, only to be like 2 minutes there and then you're done. I don't know, I guess a lot of the map is, or the game can be argued that that's what you do, but I see both ways here. It doesn't, like, upset me enough to care, I think. One thing I really noticed this league, I play on controller, and interactable things in maps, not sure what else to call them, are always stacked on top of each other. Like, I'll have a ritual, remnant, and strongbox, all in one space. Makes it a real pain in maps sometimes. Yeah, I mean, I played on console for a while too, and it's just like, you're playing a game that's, like, got a lot of layers to it. And if you want quality of life, to a certain extent, you need a computer. There's only so much you can do with fucking this, right? Show me the fucking modifiers that are modifying my stuff. Where they're coming from, when each modifier happens in the calculation, damage numbers, actual DPS meters. Let me put quest items in the stash. Yeah, I think that last line really hits the hardest for me. Like, I should not be gated by either my inventory. Like, you allow me to throw it in the fucking reforge bench, but I can't put it in my stash. Or just make a separate stash that's just quest items, or a separate stash tab that's just for quest items. I don't care if you fucking sell it, I'll buy that shit. Be right back, I gotta go grab a beer. Alright. After getting into WoW, I crave a damage meter. It's kinda... Yeah, maybe. With ARPGs, it's kinda... Does it really add anything? I mean, you see 1 billion on that number or something like that. It's not really, that satisfying to a certain extent, just screen clutter. Switch energy shield and life health display. Totally redo the map tab, so it's actually useful. Allow tablet presets. Place an indicator for being low life / mana. Clarify the difference between waypoint shortcut icons and map device shortcut icons. Please let us search inventory. Give us an affinity for rings, amulets, and jewels. Campaign skip option after first time completion. Yeah, but what does that look like? Do you just start at level 50? I mean, what level... Or you start level... I don't know, what level can you safely do tier 1 maps? Especially once you've got, like, the Atlas tree filled out. I want to know what changed when I use Valor. Yeah, that would be nice. Let me load multiple maps to do them back to back. Big clips, little dicks. Armory system, sort / stack inventory, extra Atlas zoom out, Atlas search takes you to the node and let you scroll through matches and price whole tab. I'm wondering what that means. Like, are you looking for like a tab where you drop your items in that tells you what it's worth? Click and drag for bulk crafting? You can just hold shift, right? Invincible monsters, we get it. Yeah, what does that beam do? I thought it would hurt you. It's weird I got turned on instead. This is probably the second time I sold a unique worth divs into Exalts. I know it's my fault for not checking and clicking too fast, but a small prompt will help. You want them to code the game to help with your mistakes. Once again, like, you're selling shit for 400 divine, 1250 divine, and you're fucking whining because you can't tell the difference between Exalt and a Divi. Wouldn't you just blindly confirm it anyway? Yeah, exactly. Absolutely fucking not will every player have to take extra clicks to sell anything because you personally have an untreated ADHD. This guy's getting fucking tore up. Yeah, I think everyone's cooking them. Good work. 20,000 tribute. What am I even looking at? Blue and purple omens equal money. Stop using jewels. Passive trees are not supposed to cost divines. Years of build crafting, yet no real world use found for pathing out of the Dex Int sector. Wanted more damage and crit for a laugh? We had a tool for that. It was called allocating a notable. If I had 5 more passives, I can path to another jewel, optimizing my build. Statements dreamed up by the utterly deranged. This is real build crafting done by real build crafters. This person seems upset. Good news, there's a jewel for that. Add +3 skill gem level modifiers to jewels. Prism of Belief has entered the chat. Cattle's Rejuvenation. This is complicated. Alright, well, I don't see any friends, so let's go to PoE. Okay. We didn't sell nothing. That sucks. Doesn't always go. Oh, we do need to start off by buying some gloves, so we don't have any gloves on. Doesn't always gotta. Doesn't always gotta. Gotta be so complicated. So we want some